Tengchi is a beautiful forest where the Bunun people have lived for generations. It is also a refuge where lots of people want to go. The Tengchi National Forest Recreation Area is located in Taoyuan District, Kaohsiung City. It was a training forest for Kyoto University during the Japanese occupation. After World War II, the Forestry Bureau carried out artificial afforestation. After several decades of growth, the forest has become extremely beautiful. An immense ocean seems to spread out as far as the eye can see. That's why it is called the Sea of Trees. The forest area is at a medium elevation, with a cool climate and an average annual temperature of between 18 and 21 degrees. It is a famous summer resort in southern Taiwan. The abundant trees provide an excellent habitat for life. The diverse trails are suited to hiking and appreciating the sea of trees. This is also an excellent place for ecological education. There are numerous species of plants within the Tengchi National Forest Recreation Area, providing an abundant natural ecological environment. Half of the area of the park is natural broadleaf forest. It is one of the most perfectly preserved natural broadleaf forests in Taiwan. Different plants grow at different elevations. Lauraceae and Fagaceae thrive at higher levels. At the lower bush levels, Rubiaceae and Aquifoliaceae are mostly found. The lowest level is ground cover, where Pteridophytes, Urticaceae, and Begoniaceae are found in large numbers. About half of the begonia in the whole of Taiwan are found in the park. The most representative are the Tengchi begonia, named after Tengchi, and the Chuyunshan begonia. Due to the warm and damp environment, a large number of moths are also distributed here. In late spring and early summer, in dark corners you can discover the traces of ghost plant. Ghost plant is a saprophytic herbaceous plant. It does not contain chlorophyll and has a glittering and translucent exterior, which is why many people refer to it as gorgeous. The artificial conifer forest at Tengchi National Forest Recreation Area is mostly made up of Luanta fir, Japanese cedar, Taiwania, Taiwan spruce, and Formosan red cypress. Taiwania is the only plant on the planet to be named after Taiwan. It is highly resistant to pests, and the wood is excellent for making boats. It is an important tree in the artificial forests of Taiwan. Japanese cedar is one of the two most common Japanese artificially planted trees. It was brought to Taiwan during the Japanese occupation, when artificial forests were popular, due to its straight trunk and branches, as well as its water tolerance. In the early days, the Japanese cedar was treated and made into telegraph poles. The Luanta fir was often mixed with Japanese cedar in artificial forests. It has a straight trunk, gives off a pleasant aroma, is resistant to termites, and is good quality timber. When you are looking at the trees, be sure to notice what is under your feet so that you don't accidentally touch a poisonous plant. Different kinds of stinging nettles are commonly found poisonous plants in the park. You should pay special attention not to touch them. In addition to providing an environment for growth of diverse plants, if you carefully listen to the sounds of insects and birds in Tengchi, you will discover that a large number of little guests live in this great forest. Insects have the most species and the highest number among animal families. They are not only food for many animals, but also play a role of pollinator. The abundant broadleaf trees within the park are food to moths and moth larvae. Some 500 kinds of insects have been attracted here to settle. You can see butterflies dancing lightly within the park, searching for sources of nectar along the trails. The traces of various butterflies can be found. Beetles usually have fixed habits and habitats. If you understand something about their ecological habits, then you should easily be able to find and enjoy watching them. If you wish to understand moths' attraction to light, the best place to observe them is on a summer evening, under street lights or on the grass. You can appreciate the feelings of 4 distinct seasons at Tengchi. Following the footsteps of spring, Taiwan cherry warmly comes into bloom at the park entrance and behind the visitor center. Due to the dense woodland, the temperature at Tengchi during the summer is cool and pleasant. This is the best season for watching insects and butterflies, as well as looking at the stars. The maple leaves at Tengchi turn from green to red during the autumn. This is a season filled with poetry. You can enjoy ever-changing scenery with the mountain breeze blowing through the conifers during the winter at Tengchi. The distant cloud sea settles in the valleys and everything seems static. This is a season where the spirit settles. 4 trails have been built in the park so that you can choose a suitable route for your visit according to your physical strength. Walking along the Begonia Trail, you really feel as though you are surrounded by begonia. The sound of birds from either side becomes clear and enchanting. From the highest point in the park, the observatory, you can see as far as Yu Mountain, Beidawu Mountain, and Beinan Mountain. It is a popular site in the park. The Taiwan Rhododendron Trail is 2,569 meters in length. From the Taiwan Rhododendron Trail, you can see how the rich landscape of the primitive broadleaf forest changes according to the seasons. The full length of the Morrison Spruce Trail is made up of steps, with the woodland on either side being artificial forests. About halfway along this moderately difficult trail, you will encounter some wooden tracks. The wooden tracks were historically used as a tool for transporting timber and are made up of small wooden logs, which allowed a small wooden horse to move across it. The park area has preserved the wooden tracks so that visitors can appreciate the effort and hard work required in the days when felling relied on manpower alone. The Sea of Trees Trail is an easier trail, rising from the Visitor Center to the Cryptomeria Observation Deck and the Sea of Trees Rest Area. The trail passes through artificial forest of mainly Cryptomeria. On either side of the artificial forest trail, you can see traces of trees being felled, which is part of the so-called tree thinning work. Tree thinning is important work in forestry. In addition to removing trees blighted by insects or not growing properly, it also increases growing space for the remaining trees, allowing them to grow healthily. Leaving the felled trees in place can reduce the surface erosion of the soil and can become home to wild animals or insects. In 2009, Typhoon Morakot devastated southern Taiwan, and the roads leading to Tengchi were damaged in many places. The Tengchi National Forest Recreation Area closed for reconstruction. In order to prevent future disasters from torrential rain, conservation of water and soil measures have been set up in many areas. The wooden check dam is the most unique of these disaster prevention measures. The wooden check dam uses processed and assembled timber from the tree thinning process to reduce the use of concrete and to fit in with the natural scenery. At the same time, it creates habitat for a variety of living things. Reducing carbon footprints is the best example of saving energy. Thanks to the enthusiastic maintenance of the Pingdong District Office of the Taiwan Forestry Bureau, the Tengchi National Forest Recreation Area has reopened with a brand new face after its period of recuperation. Come with a happy heart as we welcome you to share the beauty of the mist in the forest.